Hello guys, welcome to AfoSport, where we give you quality content and quality football analysis. Thank you guys for your support so far. We love what you've been doing for our channel. I want you guys to continue to like, share and subscribe to our channel so that we can grow together. Yes, we have a lot of breaking news for you guys in today's football world. A lot has happened within the past 24 hours in terms of transfer, football sagas and also controversies that has mad the football entirely. So we had the breaking news today that Chelsea has actually signed a fullback from Atlanta. What a wonderful signing for Chelsea! 46 million pounds, including add-ons for the Italian fullback. And also we've seen that O'Neill, former Strasbourg coach, has joined Ipswich Town, the Tractor Boys, as their new coach. And we'll be bringing you a lot of news also regarding the controversy in the Ghana-England match. I want you guys to stay tuned to the channel and watch to the end to get a grasp of what is going on in the football. And let us dive into the analysis. So the first breaking news is Marco Palestra to Chelsea, and the Atlanta fullbacks has joined the Blues. He's 21 years old. He plays for Atlanta and he's going to be joining Chelsea next season. And Chelsea has paid 46 million pounds in add-ons, including add-ons, for the 21-year-old fullback. He can actually play both flanks for Chelsea, and that actually leads us into the next news that we are having regarding Chelsea player Malo Gusto. We heard in the news that Malo Gusto wants to leave Chelsea and is weighing his option, and we've seen some news saying that Man City wants the player. Chelsea wants 75 million pounds for the Chelsea fullback. For me, I do know Malo Gusto hasn't reached his potential that we want him to reach as a Chelsea player. It's actually unfortunate to see that he wants to leave now, but I do know that he has tried his best as a Chelsea player, and during the period where we had injuries with Reece James, he was there. But for me, if I look at the history of our fullbacks, left back like that, talk about Alonso, talk about Ashley Cole, those kind of players. I don't think we've actually seen those players recently in Chelsea. So talking about Asepuleta also, look at those kind of quality of players we've had in recent years. It's so unfortunate to see that we haven't seen players come to Chelsea and actually reach that level that we've seen in previous years. So I think Chelsea will sell Malo Gusto if we want to actually keep Palestra playing for the team. And I haven't watched much of the reels of the player because I didn't follow La Liga much last season, but I do know he played 37 games. I'm talking about Palestra. He played 37 games for Atlanta last season in the league. He scored a goal and 4 assists and 3 yellow cards throughout the season. So that's kind of a decent, disciplined player, although he doesn't have much goal contribution. But I think if Sabi Alonso can get the best out of his signing, I don't know if it is one that requested for the player, but if he can get the best out of the signing, it would be a good thing for him, because we haven't seen our fullbacks get to that level we want them to be. We are just managing, some days off, some days on, and it's just funny to see that Malo Gusto just scored his first goal for Chelsea this season. But we'll see what happened next. And on to the next news. Gary O'Neill appointed as the new Tractor Boys manager ahead of the Premiership League return. So the newly promoted Ipswich Town has appointed the former Strasbourg coach, former Wolves coach, as their new manager. So it's a great one for them. I think that's actually going to help Ipswich, coming from Championship, to get their foot stand in the Premier League, because we saw the likes of Sunderland, the likes of Leeds coming into the Premiership and standing firm. At least they got another season. They are going to get another season on their belt. In the coming season. So it's good to see that they went for an experienced coach. For me, I didn't think things went well for him when he was in Wolves that much until he went to Strasbourg. He had a couple of 6 months spell after Rosinho moved to Chelsea as the head coach, as the head boy. So I guess we'll see what he's gonna do, and I would like you guys to comment what you think about his appointment as the new coach of Ipswich. And also, we've seen another transfer news. This is actually a free transfer in the market. We saw Wilson of Fulham join Leeds United on a free transfer. What a wonderful addition for the Leeds. Looking at how far they went last season, I think them getting more quality like this will actually help them push further. Like we saw what they did last season, they were able to get a couple of established and good players from Premiership teams, and that actually helped them push further in their Premiership campaign, which is actually good. I was looking at this, just to say this, I was looking at the Nottingham Forest model when they actually got promoted. I think Sunderland went that route. I was talking to my friend last season when we were doing prediction of teams that was going to relegate back. We saw last season that the all three teams that came went back. I was telling him that if they can just adapt the Nottingham Forest style, they might actually survive. And we saw Sunderland actually getting experienced, old but still agile players into their team. We saw the likes of Xhaka, which was pivot to the reason why they actually stayed. So you saw Bobry also coming to their team. So I think that model of getting experienced player really, really worked. We saw them also. We saw Leeds getting what's it called? Calvin. What's his name? We saw them getting him, and he scored many goals for them. About 12 or 11 goals he scored for Leeds City last season. So I think it's a good one for them, getting an established coach and player. And if you would like to stay in Premiership, because it's a very tough league. And also, we'll be moving into the England-Ghana game. There is a lot of talking points in that game, and for me, from the build-up to that game, there has been a lot of news in the there has been a lot of news around that match, and looking at what later played out, I was actually surprised to see how Djed Spence did handle the situation. On my own honest view, you have every right to do whatever you want to do as a player, but there are laws that guides this world, because if there are no laws, we will just be living like zombies. And I believe that you are not guilty until proven guilty by a competent court of law. So I just felt that yesterday was unnecessary saga that you actually hang around your neck as a player, because one thing I've noticed about football is that football like bad news. They want bad news, they want bad eggs, but if you become the bad eggs, or you become the bad egg, you will not last in football. Look at Balotelli. He was a center of controversy after controversy. We love that. You love to see that. But at the end of the day, it's going to tell on your career. And that's how we've seen it so far. We've seen it played out that way a couple of times. And I don't know why players just want to attract bad narratives towards them. Because if all the old players in the England squad decided not to shake party, I will understand. Because obviously you can't hate all the O11 player, then you believe that something has actually happened in the background that actually prompt them not to actually shake party. But if you yourself alone, you decide not to shake the player, it's going to look bad on you, and that's what we're seeing going around. I believe that it could have actually just shy away from that situation. You can just shake him, doesn't change you. I just don't understand the hypocrisy around all these things. What we even do in our closet is even worse than what most of the things that we criticize outside. I don't know why people just want to be an hypocrite. If you check him, doesn't change you. Even if he's going to be found, even if he's found guilty later on, doesn't mean that because you shaked him, you have turned to bad person. You supported him. I don't know, but I just think that football deserves respect, and you need to respect your opponent. I think probably that was one of the reasons why the Ghanaian team turn up and actually grind for their teammates and got a draw to proceed to the next round. So I believe that that was not something you should actually be attracting. No, I could remember the last time he had an confrontation with his coach. You don't want to shake your coach. I simply had I still play doing it these days. It's just disrespectful. It's just disrespectful. You lost the game. We know football. We know there's passion in football, but at the end of the day, you need to put your head into the game and respect who you have to respect. The other time, it was also in the news for bad reason. It does not sing national anthem. All those things are actually things that can actually slow down your career one way or the other. Because I saw Thomas Tuchel talking about him snubbing his coach. That was Thomas Frank, then former Tottenham coach. So all those things attract unnecessary attentions that will not let you focus on your football. I just hope you just look into that and kind of adjust, make reasonable adjust. We are not. I can't advise you, but it's just good. We've seen it played out a couple of times. And to the pitch itself, there was a couple of controversies on the pitch itself. We saw the altercation between Bellingham and the coach. We saw different things play out, but those two things that actually I felt like were the two major talking points was the red card that should have been given to Pickford, and also the penalty that could have been awarded to Ghana. I said it previously in my last video that was a stonewall penalty. You cannot dive in that way on a player and expect not to get booked. So it was a stonewall penalty. So if you're lucky enough not to be awarded, fine, it's good. But I think that happening twice raised a lot of highbrow to what the officiating are actually doing. Are they drinking ice cream in the VR room? Because regardless of the player, regardless of the team, you are supposed to do your job. So that was what I just felt. You have to do your job. So I feel the VR actually let down the referee. Maybe the referee was not concentrating, but the VR should have called the referee to the monitor to evaluate to see what's going on, because that was the bad use of VR, and also officiating was low. We've seen red card not being awarded for Messi. We've seen a lot goals being awarded when there was a foul in the build-up play. So all those things actually mar the quality of football that we want to see. I just hope that FIFA adjust in that regard. And that's going to be all for me right now. There might still be video coming out later in the day. And I want you guys to like our video, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for your support.